This is Diplo, also Wesley Pence. I'm a DJ, producer, musician, magician, astronaut, paleontologist, engineer, chemist. I wake up at 6 in the morning and I go out to the back where the cattle are and I milk the cows for father, and then I churn the butter, and then I usually bake the bread fresh for the family and I squeeze the oranges so we can have juice. I probably work 6 days out of the week where I'm doing shows or traveling or going to the studio, and I probably take 1 day off, but it's still in the days off I'm working. You know, you wake up and I'd catch a flight or I'd catch a train somewhere, wherever it's going to be. I go there, I unpack my bags, I go to the sound check, I might do an interview. I might have to do a studio session, and then I do the show, I go to sleep, and I do the same thing the next day. It's like a 16, 17-hour day.
Anything else I can do for you, Mr. Friend? So you stay with us after night, okay?
I'm from Mississippi. Originally, I was born there. Excuse me, work. I was 9-17. I grew up all over the South. We always end up back in Florida because my family was from Florida. My father owns a bait shop where he sells shrimp. My mother and him, they live in a house together, and they have lots of grandkids now. When I was about 19, I moved to Philadelphia. I went from film to school teaching to working at Subway sandwiches to working at the zoo to DJing to making art, everything I could. And then I finally got a job DJing and making music professionally about 6 years ago. My label, Mad Decent, has our offices in Los Angeles, but our studio was in Philadelphia for the last 2 years. It just started to really get serious last year because we got a distribution deal from a major label in America. And hey, do I need to bring anything, like headphones or Serato or anything? I'm just gonna leave my bag here at the hotel. We have an overhead to pay for our label now. So I used to answer all the emails, do all the A&R work and everything, and now it runs on its own, which I'm amazed at. Needles? Who uses needles? Why would I have those? We're still very broke, but we're a lot cooler than anybody else. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. I used to get really nervous. I used to work for hours to make my setup and concentrate and, be really particular about what I'm going to do on stage. But people that come to see a Diplo or Major Lazer show now, they come to see Diplo or Major Lazer. They don't just come to hear a DJ, which is what I did for many, many years.
Do you have any merchandise? Any shirts or anything we can give away?
No.
Nothing in the back? You don't think we have anything in no storage?
No, we'll look.
Will you check for me?
Yeah.
All right, let me find Jasper and ask him if we have anything we can steal from the roof.
So that's not as hard as it used to be because people know what to expect. That gives me a lot more time to do other projects, Major Lazer, the project that we did this year, we're trying to do like a multifaceted release. Like that's what you kind of have to do now. It's not just about having a record out there. It's about having like as many corners of media you can with the merchandise and everything. DJing, you always have to feed off the energy of the kids. The crowds become younger and younger and more crazier and crazier. And as a producer, I still don't have a lot of confidence, but I think that it grows, You can grow up as a producer a lot more than you can as a DJ. That's a logical progression. I see myself growing old. I wear suits on stage now. That's kind of like a symbol of that.
You guys need help? Come on, I can just really easy.
I would have been fascinated by what I'm doing right now, to be honest. When I was a young kid, if I knew I was going to be bouncing around, I would have never believed it. And it's weird because I didn't really plan on doing this, like doing traveling and, making music and recording in different places, but it just kind of happened the wrong way. Like I went to school to try to do that. And I realized this is the biggest brick wall ever. I majored in anthropology and film, like double major. I didn't understand the whole idea of that you couldn't represent or document or, mix cultures up like what I'm into, what I'm actually excited about.
Philadelphia! This is the Robinson Bar Party right here! Thank you so much for coming out! This is the
find myself living in this sort of like world where everything's there, from China to Japan to Jamaica and like Russia and England, and I kind of like to sift through it and find the weird shit, and I don't know, bake a cake, feed it to you. That's what I'm fascinated with. My school was telling me that that's impossible. It's ethically wrong. And the same critics that I had when I was an anthropology student has kind of crossed over into music. I don't feel like I have any base in anything, you know. I'm just like from a family of like country people from Florida. There's not really much there for me, you know. So for me, I'm just fascinated by everything else. Sort of state of mind you have to be in from a place like that in America, where there's nothing really more to expect from except maybe going to Walmart and getting a job. And my dad, he didn't know what I wanted to do. He was telling me to go to school and be an accountant, even after I was like 28. He was like, "This is what are you doing?" Real world, he just be open ideas, just like me and you and smoking. Let's go! Real world, it's bigger than all these tickets. Millions of my sister disrespected. I took him to the Grammys 2 years ago when I went. And they kind of understood after that. My mom was like close to Vince Gill or some country artist, and she really knew what I was doing after that. She didn't care about Jay-Z who was sitting next to her or anything. They didn't really expect much of me, I don't think, but they're just happy that I'm happy, probably. When it comes to people, I'm totally numb now. Like, I don't even know half the people that come to me like, "Yo, this is me from wherever." I just try so hard to be like, "Yeah, what's up? How's everything going?" Because I don't want people to think, "Yo, Diplo is cool," but then he was such a dickhead. No, I hate him. I'm not gonna buy his music anymore. Actually, in LA, I see the most messiest people I've ever met in my life as far as like relationships. Everything's just kind of a disgusting thing. People I feel like I really count on to like have a happy life and have the girlfriends or the wives have all broken up or couldn't really trust any of that stuff. I don't even know what normal life is. I don't really know what that means. I think that I'm doing my best to balance the things that make me happy and being creative. And I think, I don't know, maybe people that care about me suffer more than they should sometimes. The only people you can really count on is like yourself a lot of times, you know? Because, you know, things just get so messy. To be honest, I want to be based probably back in New Orleans. So maybe 5 years I'll be back there, or, you know, wherever. I don't think I'll be making music like I am now. I wanted to make movies, to be honest, 5 years ago. People take you more seriously when you just have creative leverage, you know, when you have things that you've established and you've done. Maybe people will take me more seriously as a filmmaker or, you know, as an ideas person. If I just packed up all my bags that I want to make music and I said I wanted to like start a farm where we make honey, I'd do it. I kind of feel like I have that freedom.
The flight to Montreal, 3:14. We're trying to write airline, that's all.
I'm really happy when I complete stuff and I look at it and I go, look at that, I did that. I'm happy when I travel, to be honest. They're very bare and I'm fascinated by things I see in different places and by people and culture and stuff. And I think I'll never get bored of that. It sounds so lame, but it's kind of true. My name is Wesley. That's my name.